Hello, you're watching the Kyiv Post channel with you journalist Anna Nepli. Today we are in the port city of Odessa. In 2021, Odessa was chosen as a potential venue for the World Technology Exhibition EXPO 2030. Therefore, we will talk with the Deputy Chairman of Odessa Regional Administration, Roman Grygoryshyn. Hello, Roman. Tell us, please, about the main idea and the concept about the Odesa EXPO 2030 project.
Hello, Anna. The theme of our project, with which we submitted to this competition, called Renaissance Technology Future. The main idea is that in 2030, for our mind, the main discussion and the main question will be about relationship between technology and between humanity, and what the place of humankind, or what the place of the people will be at that time. If we look to the architecture concept, we also see that in first time on Expo event, all pavilions will be in one style. And it's also an idea for our team, because in practice on Expo, every participant, every state can build their own pavilions in any kind of view. The main idea of Expo is about demonstration of new technologies, new possibilities for the people. It is not a competition with pavilions. And together with Zaha Hadid architects team, we created this concept in one style.
Collaboration with Zaha Hadid Bureau, how it was?
As you know, Zaha Hadid is one of the famous architecture bureau in the world. Also, we sent the request to Zaha Hadid, and we were in discussion of commercial cooperation. But it was before war, before 24th of February. After the 24th of February, of course, we had not chance to discuss some commercial cooperation, because it would be not normal if we put some money, some resources for the project like this when on the street we have a war. 1 year ago, on April, I had a call from the general director of Zaha Hadid, Manuel Gatto, and they proposed to continue our work. And when I answered, okay, sorry, but we are not ready to continue commercial cooperation, she said, no, you don't understand. We are ready to cooperate pro bono with you, and we are ready to present the architecture concept for your country, for your people. Ukrainians are incredible, and Ukrainians, it's a brand of victory. And we want to stay together with you, and we want to win together with you. And after that call, our team had not chance not to continue this project.
In your opinion, why Odessa should be chosen for this project?
Expo history is 200 years. And during this period, never Expo be in Eastern Europe. For all Eastern Europe states, it's a big chance to get this great event in this part of the world. And I think that this idea can unite all the Eastern Europe countries. Second thing is that one of the main ideas of these Expo events is that exhibition must travel. And from mainland to mainland, and every 5 years it must be provided in a different part of the world. And 2012 it was in South Korea. 2015 it was in Milan in Italy. 2021 it was in Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
What goals, especially, do you have to do for doing this project?
Now we successfully passed several steps. First of all, it was an architecture concept. It was preparing the nomination dossier on September last year. We passed the presentation on the General Assembly. Last week we successfully passed the inquiry mission from International Bureau, and now we wait the positive report from this inquiry mission. And the final step will be the voting on November, and before this, in this period between now and November, the main task for us, it will be lobby work. It's promotion and lobby and discussing with the Minister of Foreign Affairs of all member states of International Bureau.
Did you face up maybe some challenges or problems, and how you will plan to solve them?
The main challenge and the main problem for Expo 2030 and or generally for Ukraine is the war now. And of course, if the war will continue during the up to the election for Expo, we'll have poor chance to win. Because also important thing is the security understanding of security situation in a state which will host the Expo. Yes, all we think that no, war will not continue 5 or 10 years. It doesn't mean that we will not win or we will not have any chances, but it really will be a big challenge. It's the main one. Other something like organization moments, we also have a chance to unite with some other competitors and to find some solution. Will save our participation in this competition.
So, what resources and support do you expect to receive from the authorities and community for the successful implementation of the project?
Today, for our victory and successful implementation of this project, we need a united position from all levels of authorities. From community, from regional level, and from central government. We need to demonstrate and show to the International Bureau of Exhibition, to the all member states, that Odesa city and Odesa region are ready to guarantee the success construction of this project, because it is not only the one area where the exhibition will be. It's about preparations and rebuilding of service for the citizens, for the peoples, and for the tourists in the city. In general, we need united position of all levels of authorities, and we need the guarantee to fix the budget for the realization of this project.
Now we are united?
In my opinion, yes. I think that the idea of Expo 2030 in Odesa, in general, it's an idea for uniting all people, not only authorities, of all people, because it is a great chance to rebuild Odesa, to make Odesa great again. We all need to think only about the future of the citizens of Odesa and Ukraine in this process. If we look to the history of realization such projects in other cities, there are diversity system of financing this project. It's included the state financing, the community budget, regional budget, as it was in Dubai. The biggest part of the financing of the budget was from the international corporation, from the investments. Of course, in this situation with Expo, there are different ways for financing this project. For example, one big company, for example Shell or another one, will look at on this November. Okay, Odessa is a winner for hosting city for Expo in 2030. Okay, our company want to have its own pavilion, its own area to demonstrate and to show our company on this great event, because so many people from all over the world which are very active in economic science, in economic side, will come to Odessa. We are going to organizing committee, to organizing city, and said, okay, we are ready to invest on some infrastructure project, or can help you to build something or to finance something, but we can be a sponsor or partner of this event.
And for example, one companies will bid by themselves some pavilions, and in another way they will give money, and maybe the Odessa administration will bid it. So, do you afraid about corruption point?
Yes, it's very serious question, but it's all about realization process of this project, and it will be a big task for authorities, first of all for central authorities, to build an open system of management of this project. On practice, every state will create a state enterprise, and this state company, will organize all the processes. And for the cities of Odessa,
Or maybe did you think about how to solve it?
I think it's so early to discuss this. But yes, for now, the main task for all us is to win on the election. After the winning, we will be in everyday communication and cooperation with International Bureau of Exhibition, with special mission, which will review every half of year our cities, and when we will be in a point of beginning of realization of this project.
How can the Expo projects affect to the development of the culture and tourism in Odessa?
We need to understand that Odessa is a great city in a world, in a history. Several months ago, we also get a UNESCO heritage status for the city, but in our time world, we don't provide big arguments, something answer for the people. Odessa is the capital of culture, or capital of entertainment, or capital of IT industry. First of all, we need to find the answer for this question before ourselves. Because if we will not find the answer for this question, Expo will not affect with so big result as can.
Especially for you, what is Odessa?
From my childhood, Odessa was a city of good mood, of city of celebration.
Okay, what opportunities will open up for the investors, including the foreigner investors in Odessa after the beginning of the project Expo and after in general the project?
First of all, before winning the chance to host Expo is a big indicator and big magnet for investors. First of all, foreign investors, and because all business in all over the world will understand that during the preparation of for Expo 2030 in Odessa region will be a great construction. It will be a building of roads, rebuilding of airports, building the direct railway between Kyiv and Odessa, and preparation of the area where Expo will be. And it will be a big economic activity, and near this activity, so much companies can find its own possibility to reach money. It's as I mentioned, it's an indicator before providing of Expo. After great event, after 2030, we will have the situation when so much people which are very active in economic side will be in Odessa, and all of them can look to this great city for our region, for so much possibilities of providing new industries, new cooperation, new way of for their own business or creating something new investment projects. And we need to also to understand that even now we are, as a region and as a country, are very interested for foreign investors. In all over the world, people knows about Ukraine as an agriculture hub, but only from resources side. But for my mind, we have a great possibility to build agriculture industry, agriculture enterprise, which will provide the final product, not resources.
As you see, what spheres in business can more develop after this?
First of all, it's an agriculture industry, of course. Of course, it's also about IT sector. It's also about logistics, because Odessa region is a big logistic hub for not only for Ukraine, for all Eastern Europe, and our port infrastructure is not fully active in all possible activity. It's a territory for new investment projects in port infrastructure, for new terminals and new cargo terminals. In general, it is port infrastructure, logistics, and of course tourism, because during the Expo, more than 15, for our calculation, more than 15 million people will come to Odessa.
Also question, what will be after the project with pavilions?
It's a very interesting question, because really it's a big problem for all hosting cities before Odessa, and even for Dubai it's also a problem. And during the running for Expo, the inquiry mission from International Bureau of Exhibition looked to this answer very seriously, because our state and our city must answer what will be after the Expo in this area. Expo, it's not an organic project. I think that it will be a big discussion after victory. What will be with this territory after Expo, and for me, I think it will be a great idea to create there the big IT city, where the IT companies can provide their business, create new startups, and people from this industry can also live on that territory. A big possibility for the city, for the community, because on that territory, if 20,000 or 30,000 people from IT industry will live and work there, these people also will spend money in community, buy flats or other properties, will create other businesses, and will buy foods in our markets, and it's also a good chance for the economic development of community.
And in your opinion, what will be the long-term consequences in general for Ukraine?
A big reputation point first of all. Second, it's an economic question because these people, 15 or 20 million people, will come not only in Odessa, they all will come to Ukraine. Someone from western border on Lviv, someone from Uzhhorod, someone from Bessarabia, from Romania, and someone will come from all over the world through international airports in Kyiv. All we know about project big construction, yeah, before the war last year. And the effect of this project is very, very serious because so much people will have a working place, so much companies will also pay tax and have a big sphere for development and for construction. And it's very important.
Okay, thank you for this interview. I hope that Odessa will win. And also, thank you for your watching. We will see you soon on Kyiv Post channel.